Now find the remaining Hell Priests by activating your Celestial Locator. The second Hell Priest is located in the northern region of Earth. I will calibrate the portal now.
Hello everybody and welcome back.
The area is locked off due to power constraints.
Sorry, Vega.
Once power has been restored, you will be able to access the entire ship.
Thank you, Vega. Hello everybody and welcome back to Video with Games with Doom Eternal. We are back from Exultia and we finally get to actually go around our ship. Take a peek at what's inside. Wish I could skip this cutscene, not gonna lie. There's a reason why, it's not just this one.
Energy levels rising, re-establishing power to core and supplementary systems.
And here we have our other equipment.
The ice bomb modification to your equipment launcher has been completed. Once fired, the bomb will douse nearby enemies in freezing gases. You'll have to manually toggle the launcher to fire either ice bombs or frag grenades.
Thank you, Vega. Yep, if you look down at the bottom right corner, it still says G for some reason, but it is at mouse 4 for me. And here is the aforementioned poster you're going to interact with to hear some E1 M1. And whatever other songs you come across in the levels. So, what are we doing? Well, I'll say that for just before we leave. Right now, what is our... Visit the demon prison, take the lift down to the prison. What the fuck? So, next up is what I consider to be the single hardest level in the game for where you are power-wise when you get there. But first, we're gonna take a little detour. Just a little detour. Don't look at the mech. Don't think about the mech. The mech is, you know, just around. Take a little peek, if you will, at the Ripatorium. The Ripatorium, you say? Let me explain what this is before we actually get into it. In between every mission, you get to come down here and well, you'll see what we end up doing. And you get to do it once per time that you return to the Fortress of Doom. You don't come back to the Fortress of Doom after every single level. Most of them, sure. But for example, between level 3 and level 4, we just go straight from one to the next without stopping back at the tower. Oh, one more thing. First of all, you can probably guess what the Repertorium is just by the name. But one useful thing to keep in mind whenever you come down here, and you don't have to, you only have to come down here the one time right now where they tell you to. But you can totally work on weapon masteries while you're down here. I right now am at 4 out of 30 for the Power Surge mastery for the Heat Blast, and I think I'm gonna try to give that one a little work while I'm here. Also, would help if I had some flipping plasma ammo. And while you're here, enjoy the delightful sounds of one of the best songs in Doom 2016, BFG Division. I'll take care of you. Ah, here's someone else. Come on, you. Come on. There you go. After you... Oh, by the way, you don't lose any resources with the exception of super weapon ammo, which we will not have for a little while now. But ammo and extra lives, more specifically, don't get spent if you die down here. So just something to keep in mind. Apparently, Apparently, if you go down there and you die during Ultra Nightmare, you do, in fact, actually die. Wonder what that is. Don't look at it. It's not ready yet. Don't worry about that. All right, we don't have any of the stuff that we can actually use to do stuff around here. But we do have, courtesy of this fine fellow here, our first Praetor suit point. And this is the menu. When I kept saying I couldn't show you the crystals, this is what I meant. You need access to this menu before you can actually open that up and take a look at them. But Praetor suit points are gotten from a variety of different ways, from picking up from nice sentinels like that to, don't worry about that, we'll get that later, to doing challenges in missions, which we'll actually get to see in this next level for the first time. Don't spend this first one, because the first upgrade that we need is dash refills more quickly. I don't care if I'm actually going for like an Ultra Nightmare win, or if I'm just playing for funsies, doing an off-meta run where I use only the microwave beam and the auto shotty and everything else that's not the best option in any given situation, just for fun, just to do it. I will always take faster dash refills. Always, always, always.
This is an ARC broadcast. To any ARC personnel or survivors operating inside the Hellified zones, please be advised. More Doomslayer sightings have been coming in. ARC leadership do not recommend any attempts to communicate with the Slayer directly. Please avoid all contact with Doomguy at this time. While it is clear that the Slayer is an enemy of the challenge, it is unclear if he could also be a threat to civilians.
You can call them demons. It's okay. I don't know how much they care about being offended. Don't talk to Doomslayer. Don't look at him. Do not shake his hand. Here we go. Cultist base. With the Celestial Locator now in your possession, you are able to pinpoint the locations of the remaining Hell Priests. Deag Ranak, leader of the UAC division responsible for Earth's invasion, has been located at the remote Cultist Arctic base. Infiltrate the encampment and neutralize Ranak. Here we are. Okay. If ever there's going to be a place in this run that I die, it's probably going to be here. Did mention it before, but this level is the place where I had the most deaths by far in my Ultra Nightmare attempts. I've beaten Ultra Nightmare twice. Forgot to mention that too. But any run that I got past this level was a run that I either won or I died on one other instance before where Saving Throw didn't save me. There we go. I forgot to mention that there are mission challenges now. We will show them after I send these last. I didn't leave one alive for the plasma gun. Gotta work on that mastery, don't forget. In every level, between this one and the second to last level, with the exception of the first big boss that we're gonna fight. Yeah, I consider that one the first big boss. Whatever. We have these mission challenges. Each level gets 3. Each mission challenge you do will give you a suit point, and if you do all 3, you'll get a Sentinel battery, which will be used in opening stuff up in the Tower of Doom. First 3 here are real easy. I would be surprised if you didn't just accidentally get them all. With the exception of maybe this one, if you don't use the Flame Belch that much, or you just forget it's there, or forget to use it when you see a big old group of enemies, which you shouldn't. And there's plenty of opportunities to do it in this level. Ragnarok turret, get that out of the way. There's no problem there. Sentinel Crystal, it's not exactly hidden in this
The Hell
level.
Priest is somewhere in this facility. I cannot pinpoint his exact location at this time.
Don't look at it too long. You'll take insight damage that you don't want. Can't really afford that nowadays. Nope. Down here. That switch, open escape. Unless you grab another one of these. Off to our left here, got some beautiful swinging blades. Always keep those in mind, they're very nice. Definitely keep those in mind. When you hear this, it means something has stepped onto the blades. Nice little indicator. Don't let it be you. Don't let you be the thing that steps onto the blades without getting off first.
Welcome, Slayer.
Fuck that place.
Is my time making end? Let's see if you're strong enough to survive this cursed season.
Play your plasma gun here. You got a Hell Knight, but the plasma gun makes real nice work of them. And walk out of here with your precision bolt ready and waiting. Not for them. They're fine. But for our introduction to the big boy. Don't miss, also. You know what? Remember the blades? I said something about the blades. Come on. There you go. Don't forget your chainsaw is a valid option against big enemies. And that's what we want to see. That guy actually normally doesn't jump off. I've seen him get stuck up there quite a bit. I'm only a little surprised. Got some armor up here too. If you got top off, might as well, right? Any ammo? Nope, I got it all. This is our third suit point, and we're about to get our fourth very shortly, which will let us get our beloved dash upgrade. And there it is. Go ahead and grab that. No reason not to do it right now. Also, don't forget to use the ice bomb. We just got it, dude. Come on. Well. All right, 11 out of 30, making good progress. I'm not gonna like try to go hard on or anything, but it's worth it. It's worth keeping it in mind so you can do it. If you're not quite topped up on armor, feel free to pick some out of the nondescript pile of gore. Always there when you need it. Don't. Oh, hello. That's a new one. Got a Revenant there. 2 shoulder cannons you should actually hit, given the opportunity. Hey, there it goes. Try to catch that Hell Knight with the blades. Pardon my lack of coherence. But doing so will let you come down here. Come down here. All right, fine. Cowardice. Killing with blades just saves the ammo. It's worth doing. And here we have the first showing of the extra fun utility of the plasma gun. Pop them shields. You ever see a blue glowing shield like that? You pull out that plasma gun and you pop it. That's just what you do. You know, it's been a while since I've gotten a new weapon. Wonder when that's gonna. Ooh. Okay. Taking a brief moment because this is the first for realsies arena in this level that can get you killed. It's gonna be 3 mancubuses, and there's gonna be a bunch of gargoyles, and they start all grouped up together, which is why you should always do this. Might wonder why I didn't kill the Mancubus. It's actually not even how I normally do it. Normally I just go hard on the rocket launcher, but popping them arm cannons is really the way to go. Because once you do that, they can no longer do this really, really annoying come on, did I get in time? Yeah. Really, really annoying flamethrower attack. Really does a lot of damage that you don't want to get hit by. Come on. Yeah, I heard you cackling. There we go. There we go. There we go. Do you remember me talking about the upgrade for the flame belch that makes it so heavy and super heavy demons stay on fire for longer? Well, the reason why I was wondering if I got that glory kill in time is because with the glory kill that you get on the Mancubus from just right in front of him, it's actually so long that you, if you set them on fire and then do that glory kill, you will not kill him quick enough to get the armor drop bonus, because he will lose his fire too quick. What are we gonna go for I said that this was gonna be our second rune. I did say that, but I'm thinking you might want to go with Equipment Fiend. That lets us, if we actually make good use of our equipment, that'll let us use all of it more frequently, especially useful before we actually have the official suit upgrades that makes things cool down quicker. Yeah, you know what? Let's go for it. Also, if you come over here, you come out of the arena with less than full health, got a nice little soul sphere for ya. Take your rocket launcher out before you come and hit that button. We're about to get introduced to one of the biggest pains in the asses that this game has to offer. And 2 rockets will stun them instantaneously. Assuming you hit them. Where's the other one? Come on. Thank God. Okay. That, dear friends, is a whiplash. We'll get into them when we take a lore break. I don't even know when I'm gonna do that, to be honest, but we'll figure it out. But they are a fuck. You do not want to deal with them. Or you don't want to let them alive. If you see a whiplash, you fucking send it as quick as you can. Their attacks, especially on Nightmare, are almost undodgeable. It's crazy. But luckily, we have, and don't worry about this, we have our next weapon upgrade that is 100% locked in as the lock-on burst. Lock-on burst lets you lock on enemies with the rocket launcher, shoots 3 homing rockets, will instantly kill a lot of big enemies, and instantly stagger a number of them as well. Really, really, really useful. So the idea was to try to catch a number of them with the heat blast and get the upgrade or the mastery worked on, but you know, you really don't want to walk close to those shield guys. As easy as they are to kill and as useful as they are to pop so they kill other people too, they have shotguns that deal a whole lot of damage real quick. Oh, hold up. Before I continue, one soup point. Okay, next soup point I'm going to pick up is weapon swap, or hot swapper. Faster weapon switch and mod swap, and we'll also pick up faster ledge grab and monkey bars a little later too. This lets you swap between weapons faster, as it says, and that is going to be very important after we get the next weapon.
The base cause of the enemy, my brothers and sisters, but he is weak.
Never suffer and make it to live.
Only then will you be truly safe.
Also, maybe realize you have more ammo needs than you thought. Remember what I said about suffering and making us to live? Well, hey, don't get all shifty on me. Grab this real quick. Yeah. All right, pop that. Where's the Revenant? Where are ya? Where are ya? What are you doing? There you go. Revenants, by the way, on the list of one hit or one burst killable enemies. Hello. What are you doing here? Oh, and you know what else is? Whiplashes. Thank God. Because fuck them. They are on the fuck 'em list. Yes, that is another Mikos. Thank you for your diligence. Hey, you're frozen. You can't do that. That's illegal. Don't use the rocket burst if the enemy is going to be getting behind cover. Because if you need all the rockets to hit an enemy for it to die, you need all the rockets to hit the enemy to die. That's all there is to it. Hey. There you are. You know what? Do I chainsaw? Hey. Listen to the theme here. Yeah, we'll send him. It's alright. I'll even do the double chainsaw. You go through quite a bit of ammo on that one. You know what? Be efficient where possible. And if you come out of this without max health, don't worry about it. Yeah, you're gonna have to trust me on that one. Keep an ear open. There's a Cacodemon that spawns, and it spawns on either the left or the right side, but not specifically one or the other. You got headphones on, you can hear which one, and just apply the appropriate amount of grenade. Nabby, I wanna. No problemo.
Your salvation lies in his destruction. The myth of the Slayer's strength is exposed now to us. Can you see it, brothers? He has lost the resolve to continue. Eat his soul.
Don't eat my soul.
I must survive this. Protect me in my time of need, and you will secure your place in the new world.
Demons are not allowed to eat your soul without your consent. It's just against the law. If you kill all of these guys, you'll get a soul sphere. It's a nice little bonus that I don't often end up needing, but what I do end up needing is, wow, that's more area of effect than I think I realized it did. These guys, as far as I'm concerned, are just free progress on the Heat Blast. Jeez, you see why Heat Blast is the pick? That's why. Alright, save that for later. I might need it later. Probably won't, but you know. It's better to have the option than to not have the option. That's what I always say.
Your super shotgun is nearby.
Goddamn
Note
right
from
it
your
is.
past, the priests have kept it hidden from
Goddamn
you
right
in this
it is.
remote location.
Hey, that was really, really not great. Don't bother with the shotgun. I know that the codex says that the shotgun will send them flying back. It's just not worth it, man. Just go for the heavy cannon, even plasma gun if you got the spare ammo. Just don't worry about it. Don't make my mistakes, please. Beautiful. But first, the death pit. This pit is probably responsible for most of my Ultra Nightmare deaths. Just follow my lead.
Attention, all mortally challenged personnel. The Slayer is inside the facility. Please proceed with aggression.
Got a whiplash coming. There it is. Come on, line it up, line it up, line it up! There you go. Okay, so right now we just had 2 megabits drop down. Get into the center. Get in the center, because that will force them into a better position for us. Use cue balls, those are called cue balls, didn't get around to saying it, to deal with one of them if you get the opportunity. Alright, you know what? Just go ahead and do that. Okay, we're home free. It's not the best performance I've ever given in this arena, but it's definitely not the worst. The fact that I'm alive speaks to that. Spikes actually don't hurt you. Don't worry about those. The fire will, 100%. And here we have the Sentinel Crystal that we, for some reason, have a mission challenge to pick up. You would have to actively choose not to pick it up in order to miss it. I think we work on Loot Magnet. And I might actually go for the ammo. If you're doing Ultra Nightmare, I think I'd recommend armor. The more survivability you have, the better. But we haven't actually gotten an ammo pickup yet, and frankly, it's just. We're getting to the point of it starting to feel a little claustrophobic in our ammo counts. This secret encounter is another fairly free one if you utilize this cue ball. Wow! You remember what I said about the Cacodemon's burst fire attack? That's it. Also, I probably should have burst fired the Kako. It's a good idea. If you do that well, which means if you do it not like how I just did it, that is pretty free in terms of weapon points in the early game. As you can see, Kakos will die in one burst. Don't forget your nice weapons, not weapon point, suit point. And now we're gonna get our jams. Faster weapon switch, faster climbing. And the next stuff we're gonna work on, we're gonna save up for it. The next thing is gonna be damage dealt against frozen demons is increased. That is very, very useful. Demons remain frozen longer is gonna be what we're getting after that. You really want to upgrade the ice bombs really early. I fully upgrade the ice bombs before I start working on other stuff after I get these those other upgrades I just picked up. Pull out your lock-on burst when you come up here, because there are 2 revenants that you want to take care of as soon as possible. Revenants in general, hey, not that big of a deal. Revenants that you leave alive, a little bit more of a big deal. Kind of wish I hadn't done that, because I could have gotten a basically free heat blast mastery use upgrade point progress, what have you. Grab your sentinel battery. Didn't miss anything, did I? No. What the hell is this about? It's me! I was the Revenant the whole time.
Neural connection successful. You are now in control of the Revenant drone.
Thank you.
You may use it to reclaim your property.
Yes, please. This is basically an advertisement for the multiplayer mode in this game, battle mode, wherein you get to play either as a mostly decked out Slayer versus 2 player-controlled demons, and one of the demon choices is Revenant. And it plays exactly like this. Incidentally, I actually don't know if it's possible to die here without actively throwing. They give you so much health, even if you're not careful at all, even if you shoot a barrage into your own face. They give you so much health, it's just not feasible that you're gonna actually die from any of this. But who gives a shit? Give me my super shotgun. Isn't that sexy? Look at that fucking thing. Gorgeous. First things first, and this was the reason why I was hesitant to spend any weapon points prior to this point. You dump 9 weapon points into this super shotgun as soon as it touches your fingers, so that you can start working on Flaming Hook. The super shotgun in Doom Eternal has a grappling hook attachment to it where you can grab onto demons and it'll pull. Demonstrated very well by this nice little preview window. It'll pull you to demons, which is super useful, and it also has other movement-based utility that you'll no doubt see. But the mastery for it sets demons on fire, and then when you shoot them with the shotgun, they drop armor, which makes it really good for getting yourself out of a sticky situation and giving you a little extra armor on top of it, a little extra survivability. In order to do it, in order to unlock the flaming meat hook, you have to kill 50 demons with a super shotgun while using the meat hook, which means I have bad news for you, my friend. Isn't that great? Isn't that just great? So this room has 8 containers, and this one, if you're walking in, it's the middle left, and this one, the back right, have cue balls. They also have health and armor in this one, and then a whole bunch of shotgun ammo over there on that one. Every single other one of these has enemies. I'll be surprised. Nice thing about the meat hook, by the way, if you hook onto a shield guy, he'll just conveniently move that shield out of the way for you. So, I go hard on trying to get this weapon mastery early on, as early as physically possible. It's just that good, and it's absolutely worth. That is not who I wanted to hook to. It's just worth your time. Get away from him. I need him alive. Okay. Thank you. One upgrade, now that we've gotten this upgrade, one upgrade that's worth taking is the there's an upgrade for the precision bolts that we probably won't be able to have access to for a little while, but it increases the reload speed by 20%, which means you'll be able to pop weak points much faster, and the faster you can do that, the less opportunity enemies have to use whatever advantage those weak points otherwise give them. I think this one is a Ractron. Nope. Oh, good. I think that cue ball got both of them, but that's why you want to open that first. It's worth doing. This one has an Ractron and a Hell Knight. No. Well, oh, hold on. No. 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 Come on. We gotta get the meat hook progress. What are you doing? Wasting my time. Although, him coming out of stun does remind me of something that I didn't actually talk about, and I should have, while I was going off. Well, while I was going off on the microwave beam. Just gonna talk about that very briefly. When an enemy is stunned, and you don't glory kill them before they come out of stun, or you don't kill them otherwise, they get a portion of their health back. And the microwave beam, supposedly being designed to finish off enemies, unfortunately, I think this might actually be a bug, or at the very least unintended behavior. When you microwave an enemy that is stunned, it pulls them out of stagger and gives them that health refund at the same time, which means that you're spending more ammo to microwave them. It's taking longer to finish them off. And with the bigger the enemy, the more health they get back when they come out of stagger. It's not ideal.
The priest must survive. I repeat, the priest must survive.
I'm sorry. How did one of you? Only one of you? Get that? Get frozen? This seems like a really inefficient way to do this, you say. Yeah, well. Once I have that mastery, then we're good to go. Until then, well. Until then. I also don't want to get, like, caught up too much in this hallway. Or grab this, pull out your rocket launcher, and enjoy the fireworks. I've only had this thing for like what, 3 rooms now? How much progress have I made in just 3 rooms? 17 out of 50. See? I have it in no time, no problem. It's worth it, trust me. That is the sound of realization. Realization of what is coming up next. Probably my absolute least favorite secret encounter is right in there. Before you go in there, some recommendation as far as I'm aware is to get a fully charged heat blast ready to go because it will help you. Also shove these over here. Let's see why. This, if ever there's a place that I might just straight up fucking die, it could be right here. I'm not kidding. This one's rough. You got 2 whiplashes and a Makibist in a very small area. Let's go. Okay, I did that way better than I expected to, frankly. I got really lucky with one of those whiplashes dying basically outright to the explosion of the heat blast. I've had, even recently, I've had times where I've died in that secret encounter like 2 or 3 times just in that one encounter alone. It's a little embarrassing, but that one's a fuck, dude. That one is a fuck. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we do have some tentacles here. We're gonna use the grenade, I think. See, grenades too. That's a tentacle. That's a big old pile of boys. That's another tentacle. And is that it? You know what? I was thinking of the the master level for this, which I'm debating on whether or not I want to actually do on camera, honestly. Master levels are remixed versions of levels with endgame enemies and just a whole fucking lot of them. Yourself up the vinyl. Gotta love it. And the 2 master levels that are available are Cultist Space, which you got through pre-ordering, I believe, and another level that we haven't done yet. So up there is a Soul Sphere. You ride that up if you want it. You don't need to use it right now. It's not ow. You know, nah, it's all right. I'll use these. It's not necessary to use that. We have a chance to grab it in a moment after this next full encounter. Did I not hit F? I thought I hit F. No, I'm a fool. I don't know why I thought that was a tentacle. Like I said, these tentacle locations aren't remixed between playthroughs. Losing my freaking mind here. Q-ball. Revenant. Q-ball. Makibus. Now you're done. More or less. There's... oh. Come on. Hold off for a little bit. Let him come closer. I want to get a whole bunch of armor from those guys. Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah. There's that shotgun I was talking about. That's it. This one, really not that bad so long as you actually use... Oh, there's 2. Let's go. Come on. Group up. As long as you use those cue balls effectively, you remove the biggest threats in this arena right off the get-go. And it's not there. I always think it's down there, and it never is. It's over here. the last of the dope fish. Which I guess I probably should have mentioned these things are called dope fish, but I really don't like to think about them. Disgusting. I got full chainsaw ammo. I should have. Probably should have chainsawed the shield guy. Go back down there and hit that. Raises that. Punch that, and it opens the door for you.
Are you
know what?
growing tired, Slayer?
No.
We will break your will yet.
Mecha zombies have the. I guess I haven't mentioned that yet, but mecha zombies have the most health out of the zombie types, to the point that, as far as I'm aware, I think you need. Dude, it might be 2 rectangles worth. I could have been wrong about that. But you need at least 2, maybe 3. I'll test that. Units of heat blast in order to actually kill. What's key? In order to actually kill them with the heat blast. Otherwise, it just staggers them. Back up, back up, back up. There's a Hell Knight spawn over there. And you can kill them nice and easy with the swinging blades, but you do have to back up enough that you don't get caught in the back by all the imps that spawn behind you. Now we're hoping to get a little lucky here. There are shield guys that spawn through the doorway. And an Aractron, if we can pop one of the shields soon enough. Nope. We can get that to pop in the Aractron's turret for us via the shields. And it's useful. That Slayer Gate is not the Slayer Gate that you do on Ultra Nightmare. No siree. I seem to have repressed the memory of that Slayer Gate because I actually don't remember what's in there off the top of my head. But in order to get the key, you gotta go down around that area and come up here. Normally you would... fuck it, you'll see it when we get there, but you either swing on that to get up to that, or you just jump up if you don't want to go through the troubles. What you do want to do is, if you want to get the Slayer Gate done before... You want to do the Slayer Gate before you go up there and around there, because when you push that block, it drops a gate in front of here, like a secondary Slayer Gate, if you will. Actually impenetrable. Okay, as is the case with Slayer Gates, pre-Slayer Gate stretch. I'm gonna be quiet. This is one I'm actually a bit worried about, so this could be the first death. We'll see. That's a lot of make this. Ice. All right. If that weak point didn't pop, I was gonna lose my mind because I saw that flash red. Come on. What is the deal with this one? We're not into the rough part yet. This is the regular pre-real shit, if you will. Mancubus might be worth using the... Yeah, there's more chainsaw fuel in this arena. Use that to get rid of them. Back at even. Remember when I said I was gonna be quiet? Apparently I fucking lied. Sorry. Okay, new enemy. All you need to know about this enemy is that if you point blank them with the super shotty, they die immediately. That is gonna be really, really useful as we go through the game. I do have my chainsaw fuel back up. There's Aractron. There's Aractrons. Miss. 3 Aractrons? Really? I gotta do me like that. Was that it? Am I crazy? Why was that built up in my head so much? I don't know why, but I thought that one was way worse than that. It's, you know, it's not easy. There's a lot of mancubuses and they can fuck your day up real hard. And the triple arachnotrons is a little spicy. It's a little spicy if you don't pop those weak points quick enough. Alright, and to be fair, I did almost die. But I almost died more on the first one. I guess we're doing a single end of level lore reading this time, because after this next area, we done.
I do not fear you. This match is not won yet. Come find me, Slayer. I will be waiting.
Oh, big Mr. Hologram talking shit from afar. I know I didn't need the Soul Sphere, but it was the last time that we were gonna come through, so. That's why I never need it at that point. Because as long as I'm not doing Ultra Nightmare, I do that Slayer Gate and you always come out of Slayer Gate with full health and armor. You don't come out with full ammo, apparently. Sorry. Punch these guys. Way more than I mean to. They're just trying to help. They're good dudes. Okay. I have 6 weapon points. Lock-on speed increase is worth doing. Especially given this next arena. I want to walk in there with this thing. There are... This is another... This is not, I never died in this arena on Ultra Nightmare, but I have died in this arena a lot in general. It is a bit spicy. But this is why you want this lock on. Nope. Yeah. Make sure you're locking on to the right thing. These fucking guys. 2 Ravens to spawn. Hello. Thank you for your participation. Always pop weak points of Arachnotrons if you ever hear one. Make sure no one's coming behind you. Ain't having it. Not playing games with that whiplash. Never, ever. No thank you, sir. Hey, no dodging. Only I get dodging, okay? Get out of there. What are you doing? So there is something in this arena that I did not pick up, but you need to keep in mind it's there, and it is this. This is the first instance of this upgrade. It is Overdrive. Overdrive increases your speed, increases your fire rate, and gives you infinite ammo. Can you believe something so incredible exists? Well, now you can. That's it, buddies. Let's go. Cultist base defeated.
I will lock in signal now.
I am actually genuinely a little surprised. I usually die on Cultist base, you know? Not usually as in like all the time, but vast majority of my Ultra Nightmare deaths end at Cultist base. It is probably the hardest level in the game for how strong you are at the point that you get there. On every Ultra Nightmare attempt that I made, I've beaten Ultra Nightmare twice. I think I mentioned this earlier in this episode. Beat Ultra Nightmare twice, and every time that I got past Cultist base, I either beat the game or I died at one point in a later level. And that was a single time that happened. So, you know? Oh, before I get into the lore, because up there is the end of the level, I want to say thank you for watching. I'm real glad that I managed to actually beat Cultist Space without dying, as previously mentioned. And I'll see you in the next episode if you want to dip. Thank you for watching again. Catch you later, everybody else. Let's check out some codex. Cultist Space. Led by the elusive hell priest Daag Ranak, the cultists operate from a remote facility located in the Arctic tundra. As overseer, Ranak exerts absolute control over the facility and its legion of possessed acolytes. Instrumental in sowing the seeds of the cultist uprising, Ranak worked briefly with Olivia Pierce at the Mars facility before departing to Earth with orders to prepare the groundwork for the imminent Hell invasion. Olivia Pierce was basically the main antagonist from Doom 2016, assuming you haven't watched that, but she is the scientist that basically made a deal with Hell and is the reason why Hell is on Earth at the moment. Thanks, lady. A recently declassified USC biography of Ranak indicates that he is a surviving member of the original Order of the Daag, the ancient Argenta clerics. He now serves the forces of Hell and is rumored to have personal knowledge of the Doomslayer, suggesting a shared history between the two. Wielding total power over the cultists under his supervision, he uses his growing influence to advance the consumption and corruption of Earth. Built over the ruins of an ancient Argenta settlement, the cultist facility has been designed as both a Gothic monument to an ancient architecture and a state-of-the-art science facility. Tablets and memory banks found at the settlement indicate that the Order of the Daag discovered Earth millennia ago and found it to be populated with powerful primeval beasts. They named these creatures Agadons due to their similarity to the mythic Cyclopean giant from Argentina's past, the Agadian. It's a nice looking building. Extremely evil looking. Good job. Demons. Megabus. The big boys. Arm cannon are your weaknesses. Destroy the arm cannons to disable its flamethrower attack and debilitate its cannon attacks. A chest glory kill will trigger an explosion that damages nearby demons. You pull this out of its chest and shove it down its fucking throat. It's really good. And I actually forget if I mentioned this earlier in this episode. But I did, now that I think about it. But that specific lore kill, where you pull its heart out of its chest, is so long that if you set it on fire, right when you do the glory kill, it will extinguish itself before the glory kill finishes and you'll get your armor bonus. The Mancubus, hulking behemoth of the demon world, bears notable difference from those of its first kind encountered by the UAC expedition on Mars. Unlike its brethren, which wore naturally occurring armored carapace, this variation shows clear signs of pre-existing man-made modifications. Excuse me. Armor plating augmentation to its exterior and sophisticated arm-mounted weapon system indicates a clear intent to upgrade and weaponize the fighting capacity of the Mancubus, whose heavy stature and resilience make it a formidable threat in battle and an overall son of a bitch. Prowler, this was the guy that we saw in the Slayer Gate. We didn't really get a great view of him because we kind of blew him away immediately every time. These guys are not that bad, and we're not. We're gonna see them in the next level. Now that I think about it. But yeah, if you meat hook to them and you fire your super shotgun right when you reach them, it will just totally obliterate them. Also, one shot from the next weapon that we get will be enough to stagger it, which will be nice. A creature of darkness, the Prowler hunts from the shadow. I'm totally ignoring this weakness here because it's bullshit. Don't worry about Ice Bomb. Just meat hook to it. That's its weakness. A creature of darkness, the Prowler hunts from the shadows, preferring stealth and concealment to open conflict. Imbued with parietal infravision, the Prowler is able to see that which is unseen to the naked eye. Known among the Sentinels as the Night Stalker, the Prowler's preternatural sense of sight makes it a lethal hunter, capable of tracking its prey even in the pitchiest black of dark. Believed to be peripherally descendant to the lesser imp brooding, the Prowler is rarely seen in groups, forsaking pack hunting for the precision of the solitary pursuit. And the Whiplash. Freeze it with the Ice Bomb to temporarily stop it from slithering. That's its weakness, is don't let it slither. Its weakness is literally don't let it be. A scavenger of the hellscape, the Whiplash creature was first discovered by UAC expedition teams in the Black Desert of the Sanctum Wastelands. These elusive serpentine demons move with great speed and agility. They are capable of striking from a great distance with retractable bladed whips concealed within their forearms. This particular demon breed became an object of great interest to the UAC engineers on Earth, while attempts to capture live specimens of this nimble and unpredictable creature proved to be exceptionally dangerous. After successfully acquiring living specimens, researchers implanted cybernetic augmentations designed to enhance the Whiplash's innate strength and lethality. Thanks! Thanks a lot. I did not read the tentacle dealio. My bad. Not every tentacle hole. I don't know if I've actually ever read the tentacle dealio. Now that I think about it. Not every tentacle hole has one sign. The subject of great scrutiny for ARC scientists on Earth, these hellgrowth formations have appeared all over the planet, taking hold wherever hell has made its presence known. Forming chaotic, seemingly random structural patterns, the propagation of hellgrowth has taken root at an alarming rate, exhibiting a cellular reproduction cycle that ARC scientists fear may become impossible to contain. The resultant environmental effect is extremely hostile to terrestrial life, producing atmospheric biocontagions and a multitude of organic hazards. Wherever these nest-like formations emerge, they are protected by swaths of defensive tendrils, long thorned tentacles that demonstrate keen awareness of their surroundings, fully capable of disemboweling anything that it deems to be a potential threat to the nest. And the cue ball. More helpful than dangerous. There was a cue ball type enemy in Doom 2016, but they still tried to walk up to you and hit you. Shoot this demon in the direction you want it to fly. Hit a demon with a cue ball to trigger a massive explosion. Very, very useful. Not a whole ton of these guys in the game. A whole lot of them in this level, but not that many of them otherwise. Former UAC engineers, these malformed zombies were rendered inept during the war for Earth. Their bodies are now a disturbing fusion of body, bone, and barrel. And additions to our arsenal. The rocket launcher. This description is so fucking extra, I actually can't believe it. Forged from the metal-smithing pits of the Golgothan Enclave, the Paingiver is a weapon of pure malice devised for a singular purpose, to enact suffering upon the weak. A tool of insidious intent, it was not by moral design that the Paingiver was conceived. The cultist engineers of Golgotha, as acolytes of the unholy and all-powerful will of the Hell Priest Rannoch, were bestowed its vision, scribes to Rannoch's dark premonition. With great clarity did the Paingiver reveal itself to the shared consciousness of the Golgothan acolytes, and with fervor and religious zealotry did they set themselves towards its manifestation, toiling without rest until the Paingiver was created. It's got a cool skull on it. I like the skull on it, and the super shotgun. My child. A weapon from the Slayer's past, this double-barreled shotgun displays ornate, undeciphered filigree carvings. It also includes a modification, a twin-pronged hook anchored with a retractable chain designed for underbarrel usage. Though the firearm appears to be of earthly design, the meat hook attachment is comprised of non-terra metals, suggesting some level of prior history off-world. Its place in the Slayer's arsenal in Hell has already been recorded, as noted in the following translation from the Ungmar Codex. The sting of the Slayer's abominable arsenal cast, that's what you get for trying to do a voice. Abominable arsenal cast fear into the lowest of our kin. Its blazing barrels of brimstone spew his vitriol and loathing upon us, and cast our brethren to the dirt. Mark the venom of his chosen apparatus of agony, the diabolical musket, Lucifer's bane, its claw of pig iron gouging the flesh of the martyr and hurrying him upon us. Curse the name of his beloved treasure. Curse the Hellwalker's device of torment. We shall cast it into the smelter and gild his entrails with the slurry. The demons don't like it. Super shotgun, go boom, demons don't like it. Any interesting tutorials? Just a weak point for the Mancubus. Blow up energy shields, cue balls, behave as cue balls. Mission challenges, playing as a Revenant, blah blah blah. Meet okay. Hey, much less in the way of lore this time. And I do in fact have everything. I should have checked that before diving in on the reading. All right. There's actually one last thing that I want to mention in the context of Ultra Nightmare that I should have mentioned at the end of the first level. If you want to leave in the middle of an Ultra Nightmare, this game is fairly long, right? Even if you know what you're doing, it's still gonna take a while. Even if you're skipping all the cutscenes and whatnot, it's still gonna take a while. You're probably not gonna beat it in one sitting. if you want to leave in the middle of an Ultra Nightmare run, you have to do it from this screen. You have to hit save and exit right there in order to do it. If you don't, and it'll tell you, but you have to actually read the prompt when it tells you. If you try to leave in the middle of a mission, or if you try to leave from like the Tower of Doom, for example, which is the weird one for me, it will say, are you sure you want to delete your save file? And you should say no and finish a mission. It's worthless. I have everything. So yeah, if you ever try Ultra Nightmare and you want to stop in the middle, make sure you leave from this screen right here. Just throwing that out there. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'm very happy that I didn't die. We're gonna try to keep that going for as long as we possibly can. Until the next time.